Why the hell is relaxation so damn hard for me? Welcome back to the Holistic Trauma Coach podcast, where we talk about what it really means to heal, reconnect with your body, and stop living in survival mode. I'm Jessa Hooley, and let's get into it. Today's question is one that hits so many of us. Why can't I relax even when I want to? And oh, buddy, I get it. You finally have a free weekend, nothing urgent, no chores, no one needing anything from you. And you think, awesome, I'm going to enjoy this rest. But somehow, you can't. You bounce your knee, you scroll your phone for hours. Maybe you even feel that creeping dread or restlessness. And maybe by the end of it, you're collapsed in bed and hating that the whole weekend went by without you actually enjoying it. Sound familiar? Yeah, you are not alone here. Real quick before we go any deeper, if you're already nodding along thinking, holy crap, that's me, I just want to say, I built a free online healing program exactly for this kind of stuff. It's trauma-informed, body-based, and designed to help you reconnect with yourself when everything feels confusing or overwhelming. You can grab it right now at theholistictraumacoach.com/free, and I highly recommend starting today. Okay, back to the episode. So first things first, let's normalize this. A lot of people have this experience even if they don't realize it or talk about it. And part of what makes this particular question tricky is that we live in a culture that actually rewards your inability to relax. When productivity is treated like the only real measure of success, then effort almost becomes a moral imperative. Like you're a better person if you're always busy. So even just asking the question, why can't I relax, is huge. That self-awareness alone is a mega win. So you're already doing the work just by being here and wondering why this happens for you. Now let's unpack it. When we say we can't relax even when we want to, what does that actually look like for you? Picture this. It's Saturday. No work, house to yourself. You're planning to chill, maybe binge the show on Apple TV everyone keeps talking about, read a book, whatever. And instead, you feel anxious, antsy. Maybe you keep doom scrolling on TikTok or bouncing from one distraction to the next, or you get overwhelmed by the stillness itself, like it's this deafening silence. And then you crash, scrolling endlessly in bed, eating barely anything, and feeling empty. Then Monday rolls around and you're like, cool, hated the weekend, also hate the work week, basically hate everything right now. That's real and that's heavy. And if this is sounding like you, listen, you are absolutely not broken. Your body's doing exactly what it learned to do. And that's the key here. This is nervous system stuff, not character flaw stuff. So let's break this down into some really common, deeply human scenarios. Scenario 1, rest was penalized in childhood. For some of us, this comes directly from family systems, where rest was penalized, and not always in obvious ways. Maybe you grew up in a family where the people who performed, the high achievers, got the most affection and praise. There's a sibling working hard, being super productive, getting the spotlight. Or maybe that was you, or maybe you were the child that wasn't interested in performing at that same level. And it's not that anyone outright punished you, but they just kind of ignored you. Your nervous system picked that up. Okay, when I'm productive, I get love. When I slow down, I disappear. A very clear calculation. Even the absence of affection, connection, or attunement is interpreted by a child's nervous system as a penalty. It's not about equal amounts of attention for every kid. It's about that internal calculation your body was making. What do I have to do to stay connected, to stay cared for? So then the adult version of you sits on the couch, planning to rest, and your nervous system goes, alert, stillness detected, connection at risk, mobilize. Do something, anything, or we lose the safety of others. That old programming is still running, even if logically you're aware your worth isn't tied to productivity anymore. It doesn't matter whether you consciously think, I need to perform to be loved. This isn't about explicit beliefs. It's about the nervous system doing its job to keep you safe in the way it learned how. Scenario number 2, the stressed out parent blueprint. Now, maybe your childhood had less to do with praise for performance and more to do with how your parents modeled their relationship to rest. Maybe you had a parent who was constantly overwhelmed, the one who ran around like they were holding the entire household together with sheer willpower, who never stopped moving, who radiated stressed out energy all the time. So when they saw you resting, that triggered the hell out of them. Maybe you remember comments like, "Have you done your homework? Why are you playing video games? There's work to do. Can't you see how hard I work around here? It's like I have to do everything in this house." That parent was operating from their own dysregulated nervous system. And even if you hated that about them, that doesn't mean you escape the programming. Their relationship to rest, their inability to tolerate stillness, became part of the atmosphere you grew up in. So now, fast forward to adult you sit down to enjoy some stillness, and boom, restlessness, guilt, fidgeting, inability to focus. Shame, shame, so much shame. Your knee starts bouncing. You turn on the TV but can't watch for more than a few seconds. You pick up your phone, you pace, you're uncomfortable in your own skin, or you collapse completely. But when you look back, you can see it. Your nervous system got wired in a home where rest was suspicious, where stillness was met with judgment or shame. Scenario 3, what's called stress addiction, but I honestly hate that name. This last one is what gets casually thrown around as stress addiction or cortisol addiction, both pathologizing and tone-deaf labels in my opinion. Because what we're really talking about here is a beautifully adapted nervous system that learned that stress is the norm. Stress and danger are the air we are breathing. In this scenario, you didn't just grow up with occasional stressful moments. Your nervous system learned that constant threat was the baseline condition of life. This could be from conditions of abuse, hyper-religious upbringings, neglect, racism, poverty, bullying, or other ongoing cultural stressors. And when that's what your system learned, stillness feels unsafe because it feels like vulnerability, like you're letting your guard down at exactly the wrong moment. You can imagine your nervous system is a garrison of soldiers protecting a castle. And those soldiers have been told from day one, listen, this castle is under constant threat, even if it looks peaceful out there. Trust me, the enemy is coming. Just because they are out of sight doesn't mean they are out of reach. Every time we've let our guard down, something bad happened. Always be ready. And even if the actual threats have long passed, your nervous system still has this loyal, terrified group of soldiers at the gates. They're on high alert. They're watching for danger you can't see. They're anxious when things are quiet. And when you say, let's relax now, those soldiers are like, are you fucking kidding me? We know what happens when we relax. We know what is out there waiting for us. It would almost feel safer for them to see a danger right now than to sit in the quiet, believing a threat is out there they can't detect. No wonder relaxation feels so torturous. It's not because you're addicted to stress. It's because your body adapted to keep you safe in a high-threat environment. Hey, quick pause because I know this might already feel like a lot. And if you're thinking, oh my God, this explains so much about me, I want you to know I've made something just for you. My free online healing program is full of body-first tools that you can start using today to help regulate your nervous system. Slowly, gently, compassionately. You can sign up anytime at theholistictraumacoach.com/free. Now back to the episode. So we've talked about the why. Now let's talk about what do we do about it? Because let's be real, this is where a lot of advice goes sideways. This is not something that gets fixed by just doing a meditation or taking one deep breath or saying affirmations. Your nervous system doesn't respond to shoulds. It responds to experience, and we have to teach it gently over time that relaxation equals safe. Here's what I recommend. Step 1, start with awareness before anything else. Just notice. When you sit down to relax, maybe watch a show or read a book, what happens in your body? Do you grab your phone the second there's a pause? Do you start bouncing your knee? Does your breath change? Do you feel antsy, buzzy, disconnected? That's step 1, just noticing. gently and not too deep. This might be the first time you're really looking at your body's experience of stress or danger with intention. And we don't want to get lost in it, so simply try to notice the sensation, make a mental note of it, and move on to the next. Not fixing or changing, just becoming aware of how your body tells you it is no longer feeling safe. This is critical because we can't actually communicate the new programming back to our bodies if we don't learn its language first. Step 2. Find cues of safety and tap into the felt sense. In all of these examples, your nervous system feels like it's lost connection with safety when you're relaxing. It's waiting for punishment, waiting for neglect, or bracing for impact. What it really needs in this moment is an abundance of safety. These are real-time experiences that remind your body, I'm okay right now. These can be internal, sensations inside your body that feel good, or external, pleasant sensory input from your environment. And here's where tapping into your felt sense matters. This isn't about thinking or analyzing, am I feeling safe? We need to find the sensations of safety directly. This could be warmth, pressure, breath, textures, pleasant weight, ease. We're asking, what is happening in my body right now that feels okay, pleasant, or even neutral? That's the felt sense we want to connect with. Just like we used our senses to identify danger, we are using our internal and external senses to identify safety. Some examples could be feeling the weight of your dog on your lap, the warmth of your hands, sipping cold water, looking out the window at something beautiful, the weight of your body against the couch cushion, the sound of a loved one's voice, the feeling of your heartbeat. Step 3, permission to pivot, also called pendulation, with felt sense awareness and continued experimentation. Sometimes the thing you planned as relaxation won't work right now. And that's okay. Instead of forcing it, in step 3, we're going to give yourself permission to pivot. Maybe you decide to get up and do the dishes or tidy something small, but as you do, you stay in touch with your felt sense. What sensations are showing up now that I tried something different? What feels grounding, steady, comforting? This isn't just about doing something, it's about staying aware of how it feels internally. You check in. Do I feel safer now? Do I feel more grounded? Is this helping? You're not abandoning relaxation forever. You're building a new relationship to it. This isn't a one-time pivot. The process is dynamic. You keep experimenting. Try a brief return to rest, then check in again. If the discomfort returns, explore another gentle, grounding activity. The key is continual interplay between activity and rest, always tracking your felt sense so your body learns. I can come back to stillness safely, and when it's too much, I know how to shift supportively. This swinging back and forth, this pendulating, this is where the healing happens. Over time, and I mean truly over time, your nervous system starts to recouple relaxation and safety. They can live together, and eventually, relaxation becomes safety. So if this feels hard, that's okay. It's not meant to be easy or instant. The fact that you're even beginning this work is incredible. Keep coming back to yourself, stay curious about what feels safe in your body, and let this be a compassionate, ongoing exploration. You're learning a brand new way of relating to stillness, and that matters. Thank you for being here with me today, truly. You're not broken, you're not alone, and you absolutely deserve a life that feels good to relax. Take care of you, my friend. Until next time. Hey, one quick note before you go. This episode was generated using AI, but every single word was chosen by me, Jessa Hooley. And the voice you're hearing, that's me too. Recorded and cloned so I can share this work more consistently. I don't have a podcast studio or production team, but I do have things I want to say. and I know that some of you take things in best by listening. So this is one way I'm making my work as a holistic trauma coach more accessible to everyone. Thanks for being here with me, and thanks for being open to the messy, creative, and sometimes weird ways I bring healing into the world. Before we wrap up, I want to tell you about something I made just for you. If you've been listening and thinking, this makes so much sense, but where do I even start? My free online healing program, featuring the real me, not my lovely AI double, was literally designed for that moment. It's a gentle, self-paced intro to body-based healing. No pressure, no overwhelm, just short, doable practices to help your nervous system start feeling a little safer. I'll walk you through what somatic healing is, why your experience actually makes sense, and how to begin working with your body instead of fighting it. You can sign up anytime at theholistictraumacoach.com/free, and I'll be right there with you inside.